Listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is a place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbilly.
Just a little bedtime snack.
Whole turkey, ham, milk, bread, fruit. Just a little something light, huh?
Yeah. Granny says it ain't no good to eat too much for a baby.
You seen Granny? She ain't come up yet.
Yeah, she's waiting for Ellie to get home from her date with Dash Riprock.
I bet she's fixing to spy on him again. Where is she?
Right over yonder.
Her ear trumpet?
Yeah. I reckon she figures listening's safer than looking. Remember what happened the last time Ellie had a date with Dash?
Yeah, she fell off the roof, telescope and all.
Right into the backseat of Dash's convertible.
Granny?
Wake me slow, Jed. You'll never believe the dream I'm having.
Granny?
Where am I? Oh, I must have been sleepwalking.
You was fixing to snoop on Dash and Ellie.
You call it snooping. I call it taking an interest. My Ellie Mae and Jethro are closer to me than my own young'uns. They're my precious jewels. All I care about is protecting them.
Thank you, Granny.
Ah! My dinner ham and my roast turkey both.
Oh, I'm only eating the turkey now, Granny. Saving the ham for a midnight snack.
Oh, you giant gizzard. I get my hands on you, I'll skin you alive.
I reckon that precious jewel has had enough protection. Now, here, get on upstairs and go to bed.
Well, here we are. Alone at last.
You can never be sure it was Granny. Well, she'd have made a great commando.
2 minutes to 8. Middle of the night.
Well, it's been fun, Dash.
Gee, Ellie, I sure wish you could stay out later than 8 o'clock. When I can't get away from the studio until 6:30, it doesn't give us much time.
I don't mind.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to go out to dinner one night and have time to finish it.
Wasn't they nice to us at the restaurant? Putting what was left in these bags. For Bow Wow. I reckon they didn't have time to print some with our names.
Well, it's 1 minute to 8. I'd better say goodnight.
Chicken feet.
What's all the ruckus down there?
It's just Dash saying goodnight to Ellie.
Wouldn't a quiet little kiss do just as well?
Stop their hollering, Jed. It's 5 after 8. You'll wake up the whole town.
We hurried right over as soon as we got your call.
Thank you. As I was telling you, it's regarding Ellie Mae. You see, I'm getting quite serious about her.
Good.
But there are some obstacles in the way of our happiness.
What are they?
Mr. Clampett, Jethro, and Granny.
But you were with Ellie last night.
What there was of the date was fine. But bringing her home, you've got to have an armored car and a bulletproof vest.
Well, what can we do?
Well, I was thinking of running up there today in between scenes. Now, if you could talk to him before then, Explain to them that my intentions are honorable and that they can trust me.
You mean they don't?
Well, I can't even hold hands with her. Every time we go into the parlor, Granny comes in there with her knitting and sits there until I leave.
Oh, dear.
Not only that, the whole time she makes me hold her yarn.
Bravo, Granny. The world needs more of that. Old-fashioned ethics, standards, principles. Hello, my dear.
This is the young lady playing Queen Anne.
You look every inch a queen, my dear.
Gee, thanks, honey. You're sweet.
She's the head of the studio's personal discovery, Miss Camille Softic. You mean we have to go and rehearse again already?
Yeah, Dash, you know the scene. Kiss me, Your Majesty.
And my love. Getting back to Ellie.
Oh, Miss Hathaway has volunteered to go right up and speak to Granny on your behalf.
Well, thank you, Miss Hathaway. Camille, please, I'm busy. Now, if they just let Ellie stay up a little later, 8:30, maybe 8:45. Please, Camille.
Well, I want to rehearse, Dash.
I told you later.
Excuse me, Dash. I'd be happy to stand in for you and rehearse with Miss Zoptic.
Bug off, Grandpa.
Mr. Drysdale's bank represents the owner of the studio?
Kiss me, Your Majesty.
Oh, Ellie, I want to tell you again how sorry I am about the ruckus last night.
Well, it's Dash that's gonna be sorry. He drove off and left that paper bag with half his supper in it.
Well, I want you to know I had your best interest at heart. If you're ever gonna be Mrs. Dash Riprock.
Well, I don't want to marry Dash.
You don't?
Why, the fella I marry's gonna wear patched-up overalls and live in a little old log cabin in the hills with a bit of rocky land where we can raise some turnips and a pig or two.
As old as she is, and still thinking she can grab off a prize like that. And what a shame to let that nice-looking Dash go to waste. I gotta find somebody to matchmake him with.
Well, Granny, I came by to talk to you about Dash Riprock.
You did? Oh, you did? Nice fella, ain't he?
Oh, Granny, I think he's divine.
Jane Riprock. This is gonna be the biggest challenge of my career. Stop that, Ellie. It ain't ladylike.
Oh, it's all right, Granny. I'm letting him win.
Now, if Dash Riprock was to walk in here right now and ask you to marry him, what would you say?
I'd say gone squirrely.
Hush, Bob. What would you say, Ellie?
Oh, well, I'd have to say no. I like him lots, but I don't love him.
I just wanted to make sure. Now, I want to matchmake Dash with Miss Jane.
Miss Jane? Why, you're greening me.
Will you hush up? I don't know when your mouth is a bigger nuisance, when you're talking or when you're eating.
I think Dash and Miss Jane make a dandy couple.
Good. Now, what we have to do is to get Dash's mind off of you and on to Miss Jane. That means talking down Ellie and talking up Miss Jane.
I volunteer to talk down Ellie.
Here. Now, we gotta work fast. Miss Jane is in the parlor. She says Dash is coming by to see you today.
For a little while, he said.
Good. Now, I'll go out and start selling her on Dash. And after a little while, you come in and help.
Yes, well, this'll be easy.
I hope so. Because selling him on her is going to be harder than peddling a hairbrush to a hedgehog. And he's polite. Ain't nobody got better manners than Dash Riprock. And strong. Why, you would never need a plowing mule with Dash around.
Yes, Granny, and he's quite trustworthy.
Trustworthy? Why, he'd rather walk barefoot through a stubble field before he'd tell a lie. And he's got them rugged good looks and deep voice. And he's so all-fired charming.
Oh, Granny, stop bragging on me like that.
Dash Riprock's here. Wait till you get a look at him.
Miss Jane, we are about to meet one of the biggest movie stars in Hollywood today. And in spite of that, He is as simple and down to earth as anybody you'd ever want to meet.
Hi, ladies.
Well, he might have gone a little Hollywood. You run along, Jethro. Take my advice. Get rid of them show-offy clothes. You'd look a whole lot nicer in a plain suit and tie.
I've only got a few minutes. Will you tell Ellie I'm here?
Yeah. But if you only got a few minutes, I doubt if she'll make it. Usually it takes her all afternoon to put on her makeup.
That doesn't sound like Ellie Mae.
You ought to see the old gal before she slaps on her war paint. Suppose I shouldn't have said that. Shame on me.
How about that? Now she's making up excuses to keep Ellie and me apart.
I don't understand it. Before you came, she couldn't say enough good things about you.
You don't suppose Granny's got to shorten her wiring, do you?
Oh, I don't think... Well, I suppose at her age, the insulation could be frayed a bit.
Hey, Granny, hey, shouldn't you be in there matchmaking or prodding old Dash or something?
Now, you leave the affairs of the heart to me. Your specialty is the stomach.
When do you think Dash is going to propose?
I just hope it's within my lifetime. I'm afraid I sold Miss Jane on Dash too strong. She's probably overeager, and she's doing everything all wrong in there.
Granny, I'd like to take Ellie out tonight.
I was right. Well, here comes our little head turner now.
Miss Jane? Oh, yeah, that's right. She sure makes me feel like turning my head. How about you, Dash? No, I mean...
Granny, I've got to get back to the studio. Can I take Ellie to a premiere tonight?
Oh, my, a premiere. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Oh, it would be thrilling, I know.
Then it's all settled. What time are you picking Miss Jane up?
What?
Oh, no, he means Ellie. Oh, you'd like to go to premiere tonight, wouldn't you, Ellie?
Well, thank you. I'd love to, Miss Jane. When are we going?
I'm taking Ellie. It's my new picture. We'll have an early dinner and...
Now, hold on. Ellie can't go unless she has a chaperone. Miss Jane.
All right, anything.
But I don't have a date.
You do now.
Me?
Now, don't worry about an early supper. You can have it right here.
Well, I was thinking of candlelight, a little spot with some romantic atmosphere.
All right. You can eat in the court and parlor.
Oh, boy.
And don't worry about the early part. I'll start serving at 4 o'clock. I thought you was in such an all-fired hurry.
Well, I do have to go. I'll see you later. Ellie, the dress is black tie.
All right. Maybe I can borrow one from Jethro.
Yeah, it's all right, Dash. I'll take care of everything.
Thanks. Goodbye, all.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, you look just fine. I hope you don't mind giving up the premiere.
Not for Miss Jane, I don't. How's this dress and shoes that ain't pearls look?
Just right. Now, remember, my plan is to make Dash think that Miss Jane is as popular with the fellers as the punch bowl at a barn dance.
Yes, sir.
When Dash gets here, he's got to choose betwixt you and Miss Jane has got to win. Now, it ain't so far-fetched. Like fishing without bait. Yet it ain't impossible.
Miss Jane's coming in the driveway right behind me. I gotta get upstairs and put on my premier clothes.
Now, remember, at supper, I want you to reel off all of Miss Jane's good qualities to Dash.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, can you give me one to get me started?
I'll give you one right up the side of your head. Yes, Miss Jane. Now, remember, we have got to get Dash to want to take Miss Jane to the premiere instead of you.
Yes, Granny.
And with you looking like that, and Miss Jane all gussied up fit to kill, it'll make it much easier.
Well, I'll bet you he'll run to Isker.
Don't ask for miracles. I'll be happy if he just shuffles over slow-like. Well, Miss Jane.
Hi.
My. How lovely you look.
I am so excited, I just threw on my gown and rushed right over.
Oh, then you didn't have time to fix your hair or put on your makeup.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have.
Oh, of course. These old eyes ain't what they used to be.
Ellie, surely you're not going to the premiere dressed like that.
She hadn't planned to. We expected a little more help from you.
I beg your pardon.
Hi, Dash.
Well, hello, Ellie. You look absolutely... Miss Hathaway, Granny, you all look absolutely interesting.
Well, everything's ready in the curtain parlor, but you better check, Ellie. Things have been awful hectic since everybody knew that Miss Jane was going to be here.
Really? Oh, what do you mean?
The fellas that have been calling for you. Every young, good-looking matinee idol in Hollywood.
Me?
I should say. Raymond Navarre called. John Gilbert called. William S. Hart. Justin Farmer. Rudolph Valentino. He's especially anxious to talk to you.
You must be joking.
Oh, no. The list goes on and on. Oh, that Miss Jane is a regular Vilma Banky. I wish Ellie Mae was as popular, but she only gets phone calls from her old classmates at the rest home.
Hi, Dash. Miss Jane, you're looking prettier than a smoked turkey.
Miss Jane gets them kind of compliments all the time.
I'm going to change into my premier clothes after supper. Is it time yet, Granny?
Yeah, I just hope that Ellie Mae's got Miss Jane's flowers out of the way.
Flowers?
From all of your boyfriends. They've been coming all morning.
You can't be serious.
Just look at that. With all she's got, she's modest, too. Go on in. See for yourself.
Hey, how about them flowers, Ellie? The fella at the flower shop said he cleaned out the whole place for me.
Yeah, he did.
Come on. Let's go. Look at this. You think Miss Jane ain't popular? Looks like the flower store got a little mixed up. Like you're gonna get when they leave. Well, let's sit down. Riddles is almost ready. Light the candles, Dash. Before I start serving, though, I gotta give Ellie her medication.
She has to take all that?
Just 5 or 6 times a day. Oh, dear, honey. I hope you're not coming down with one of your trembling spells.
Granny, I don't understand, but...
I don't doubt it. As full of health and vigor as you are. Well, it looks like Ellie's gonna make it through dinner. I'll start serving.
What are we having, Granny?
Well, we're gonna start with ham hocks. Got your teeth in, honey? How's it going, young'uns?
It's miserable. I've been eating ham hocks and complimenting Miss Jane for an hour, and Dash just keeps looking at Ellie.
I can't think of another thing to do.
Hey, you could serve dessert.
Ellie Mae, Dash would like to see you. Excuse me, I think I'll go and powder my nose.
Take more than nose powdering. Might as well go on in, honey. I give up. But don't worry, Granny. I got an idea.
Okay, where's Dash?
Don't make any trouble, miss, or I shall knock your wig off. Dash is busy.
All right, then find somebody else. I want to go to that premiere because everybody in Hollywood's going to be there.
Wait a minute. Is that really a wig?
Yeah, what about it?
I know a way you can get to the premiere. But first, you gotta do me a little favor.
You sound like one of those movie producers.
So, Ellie, I want you to start thinking about settling down with me.
Well, Dash, I couldn't be happy married to a Hollywood movie star. Premieres and such just ain't my kind of life.
Forget the premieres. I'll give you any kind of life you want. Just name it.
First off, you'll have to give up that fancy penthouse apartment.
It's done. You see? Anything.
I'd want to live in a little log cabin in the hills.
A log cabin?
Uh-huh. And we'll have a little patch of ground and goat and a pig or two and 10 or 12 young'uns. Just a small family.
10 or 12.
Yeah. Of course, you want to trade them fancy duds and shiny shoes for some overalls and a pair of clod crunchers.
Cloud crunchers?
While you's out pulling a plow all day, I'd be cooking for you. Fish head stew and baked possums, hog jowl.
Oh, boy. Well, Ellie, it certainly sounds interesting.
Oh, and one more thing. I'd want to call you by your real name. The one you went by back in Peoria.
You mean...
Homer Noodleman.
Right. I want you to have some time to think about this, Ellie. Why don't I call you in a couple of years?
Sure, Homer.
You look double dandy, Miss Jane.
Camille did her best.
Ellie isn't going to the premiere, Granny. I'll have to go without a date.
Here's your date. Of course, I don't know what I'm going to say to Rudolph Valentino.
Granny, if anybody can talk to Rudolph Valentino, you can. Don't worry. It's all a bad dream anyway.
Dash! Wait a minute, Dash. Where's my date?
He's right behind you.
Ready to go to the premiere? Put pants on to cover the long johns.
I'm going to the premiere with him? You've got to be kidding.
Hey, come here. His uncle owns the studio.
Oh, kiss me, Your Majesty.
Come on, let's go.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.